To walk in England is to read a story written in the land itself. The English countryside is laced with ancient tracks, hollow ways, ridgeways, and drove roads. These are not just routes, they are invitations calling from the edges of fields and the depths of woodlands. They ask us to slow down, to listen to the quiet hum of history that rises from the earth with every step. These paths are woven into the landscape, dipping into valleys, climbing hills, tracing rivers, and crossing moorland. Each path holds its own promise, its own unique character. The hollow way is a special kind of path, worn deep into the earth by centuries of use, mossy banks rising on either side. To walk a hollow way is to be held by the land, sheltered from the wind, moving through a secret passage outside ordinary time. The world above disappears. All that exists is the path ahead, green light filtering through leaves, and a deep sense of peace. These old ways offer a different kind of connection, one to the rhythm of the seasons and the countless lives that have walked before us. They remind us we are part of a continuum, a long chain of travelers all seeking something. Whether it's a way home, a moment of quiet, or the joy of movement the paths provide. In a fast-moving world, these winding paths are always there, waiting to be walked. They are the living memory of the land, inviting us to step into their story. Every step on an old English path is a conversation with ghosts. On ancient ridgeways, you walk roads thousands of years old, older than the Romans, used for trade, worship, and migration. The wind and sky carry echoes of those who came before. Roman roads run straight and purposeful, built for empire and commerce. Under your feet, a foundation laid 2 millennia ago. You walk in the footsteps of soldiers, merchants, and messengers, connected by a line through time. Drove roads wide and grassy, once carried herds to distant markets, paths shaped by drovers, animals, and the rhythm of rural life. You pass ancient inns, stone walls holding stories of long journeys and hard bargains. These layers of history are stacked like pages in a book. A single walk might follow a prehistoric track, a Roman road, and a medieval pilgrimage route. The path becomes a guide through the ages, making you part of a long, unbroken procession. You feel small yet deeply connected, a single footstep in a journey that began long ago. Walking here, you are both traveller and witness to the living history of the land. These footpaths are the green veins of the country, a living network connecting villages, woods, and fields. They are a public inheritance, crossing private land but belonging to everyone. The landscape is not just to be seen, it is to be entered, experienced from within. The paths invite you to become part of the scenery, stitching the country together into a walkable tapestry. By walking, you learn the true shape of the land, its slopes, its valleys, its logic. The paths teach geography through your feet, revealing the land's secrets in a way no book can. They connect us intimately to nature. Sun on your skin, wind in your hair, the buzz of insects, the song of skylarks. The path is a corridor for wildlife. You become a quiet observer. Fox at dusk, deer in a clearing, moments of connection offered freely. These experiences are gifts, reminders that we are part of the living world. The footpaths are not just routes. They are invitations to slow down, to notice, to belong. They are the threads that tie us to the land and to each other. Every walk is a lesson in beauty, patience, and presence. The green veins of England pulse with stories waiting for your footsteps. Walking these ancient ways is a feast for the senses, a tapestry woven from stone water and wool. An old stone bridge, mossy and lichen-dappled, arches over a clear river. Pausing here, you breathe in stillness and time. Sheep graze the hills, shaping the land for centuries, their presence a gentle reminder of the partnership between people and animals. Wildflowers line the path, bluebells in spring, buttercups and foxgloves in summer, marking the turning of the year. Villages punctuate the journey, each with its own character: honeyed Cotswold stone, slate-roofed cottages, ancient churches and welcoming pubs. These are not museums but living places, rest stops in the long sentence of the path. The details linger: the sound of water, the scent of wildflowers, the warmth of a village hearth. The path weaves together nature, history, and community into a single, unforgettable journey. To walk the same path through the seasons is to see the world in constant transformation. Spring brings fresh air, new leaves and birdsong, a journey of renewal and hope. Summer deepens the green, with cool tunnels of trees and sunlit fields. Walks are slow, languid and full of light. Autumn paints the land gold and red, crisp air and long shadows, the path carpeted with leaves, a celebration tinged with melancholy. Winter strips the landscape bare, trees stand stark, the path muddy or frozen, the world quiet and bracing. Each season reveals a different face of the land, a new mood, a fresh perspective. Walking year-round, you notice the details: holly berries, frost patterns, the scent of wood smoke. The path is never the same twice. It teaches resilience, patience, and the promise of renewal. The changing world underfoot reminds us that we, too, are part of nature's cycle. Every walk is a lesson in impermanence and beauty. The seasons turn and the path endures. In every step you witness the quiet drama of the year unfolding. The land's story is written in light, color, and change. Walk these paths often enough, and you begin to learn the land's language, spoken in signs, not words. You read the shape of trees bent by wind, the tracks of animals in mud, the subtle clues of ancient settlements. Weather becomes a companion. You learn to read the sky, to feel the coming rain, to embrace the elements as part of the journey. The paths themselves have grammar straight for Romans, winding for the ancient, wide for drovers, sunken for centuries of feet. By noticing these details, you decipher the path's history and purpose. This language connects you to those who walked before, people who read the same signs, watched the same sky. It's a wisdom learned through the body, not books, a knowledge of belonging. The land speaks if you know how to listen. Walking becomes a conversation with the earth itself. The paths are archives, holding stories carved in mud and memory. A lone hawthorn marks an old boundary, a silent witness to centuries of change. Stiles and gates are thresholds, some ancient, worn smooth by generations, connecting you to all who passed before. Place names on the map, Churchway, Salters Lane, Gallows Hill, are fossils of language, clues to forgotten lives and beliefs. The map becomes a storybook. The walk, a form of reading. Even the mud on your boots is a record of your journey, chalk, clay, peat, all mingled as proof you've become part of the land. The land leaves its mark on you, just as your footsteps mark the path. Every walk is a brief, intimate connection, your story mingling with all those who came before. The landscape remembers, and so do you. Walking these old paths connects us not just to the past, but to each other. A nod or a hello to a fellow walker is more than courtesy. It's a recognition of shared experience. The paths are social spaces, families strolling, friends laughing, solitary walkers finding peace. They are open to all, democratic and welcoming, where we shed our daily roles and simply belong. By walking, we keep the paths alive. Every footstep is a vote for their survival. We maintain a legacy, collaborating across time with those who walked before and those yet to come. In a fragmented world, these paths ground us, offering community, perspective, and solace. The simple act of walking reconnects us to the earth, to ourselves, and to each other. The path is a quiet partnership, past, present, and future, all meeting under your feet. Here we find our place in the enduring community of the path. The old paths of the English countryside are a precious, fragile inheritance. They are living museums, libraries of stories, sanctuaries for the soul, surviving through centuries of footsteps. But their future is not guaranteed. They face threats from development and neglect. Preserving them is an act of respect for our ancestors and a gift to our descendants. The best way to save a path is to walk it, showing it is valued, needed, and alive. Seek out a path near you. It need not be famous. Just a track leading from your door to the next village. Let the path guide you. Pay attention to the world around you. Slow down to the ancient rhythm of walking. There is magic here, connection, belonging, wonder, and the feeling of history alive under your feet. The paths hold the promise of discovery, peace, and understanding. They have been walked by countless generations. If we care for them, they will endure for generations to come. The path ahead is open. All you have to do is take the first step. The story of the land continues with you.